Okay, so today we are going to discuss numericals on spring. In the previous lectures, we completed theory of spring, in which we discussed how to design helical spring, double helical spring, and all. So today we are going to discuss numerical. Statement of this problem is in front of you. So what we have to design is design a helical compression spring using following data, and data given to us is mean coil diameter. So write down all of you given data. So what is mean coil diameter means? What is given notation? Yes. Hello. Mean coil diameter notation is?
Sir, capital D.
Capital D. Okay. So we can write in given capital D is equal to how much? 85 mm. Then second one is maximum load on the spring. What is this? Everyone, please. We need to solve numericals. Please speak. Maximum load on spring. What is given? What is this? It is nothing but load max. We can say W max.
W.
And W max is equal to 4460 Newton. Then spring stiffness is given. What is notation for spring stiffness?
K.
K is K. That is almost 67 kilonewton per meter. Okay, it is kilonewton per meter. Next, permissible shear stress is given, and it is 265 Newton per mm square. So what is this? Yes, notation.
Tau permissible.
$265 Newton per mm square. Next, modulus of rigidity is given, that is G, that is 81.5 kilonewton per mm square. Then standard wire diameters are given, which are in the range of 14.5, 15, 15.5, 16, 16.5, and 17. Out of this, we need to select any one. So this is your given data. Next, what to find out? We need to design a spring. So we've seen different formulas for designing a spring based on strength consideration, based on stiffness consideration. Let's use formula of strength consideration. What is that formula? So in solution, we know basic formula, and remember here, as stiffness is not given, you have to assume that stiffness in the problem. So basically, the formula first which you are going to use is tau permissible is equal to, this is step number 1. Tau permissible is equal to, anyone can tell me formula?
8WD upon pi d cube.
You can write KW into, yes, 8WD upon
pi d cube.
pi into d cube. Why I use KW here? Why not KS? Yes, why use KW? Why not KS? Remember, whenever you assume fatigue loading, then we use KW. But when you are using static loading, then we use KS. So here we use KW. Now in this case, what we need to find out is we have to find out wire diameter, that is small d. And for this, D is known to you, capital D is known to you, W is known to you, KW is known, not given. Tau is known. So in this case, we have to solve this numerical by trial and error. So trial 1, we assume that if KW is given directly, then there is no need to assume something. In this case, KW is not given, therefore we have to assume. So by trial, you can say trial 1. What we'll do? We assume kW is equal to 1. If kW is equal to 1, then put value of kW as 1, other dimensions put here, and get value of D. And tell me how much D is. Yes, anyone? Fast. Value of D. Yes, how much it is? I hope screen is visible to you, na? Whatever I'm writing here. Hello? Are screen this thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then you tell me value of D. Put values kW is equal. Our first assumption, our trial 1 is kW is equal to 1. That is wall shear stress factor is 1. So what is value of D? Yes.
15.386.
Okay, right. That is, it is 15.38. Approximately, you take how much you can take? You can see the diameters here. 14.5 is given. Then you can see here 14.5, then 15, then 15.5, 16 is given. So out of this, what we can take? Nearest one is 16 mm. So we'll take it is equal to, yes, 16 mm. This is our first answer. D is equal to 16 mm. Okay. Now, next. This is by trial. Because kW is not known exactly. Now, trial 2 will do. How to solve now? Let the initial value of wire diameter, D is equal to 16 mm, is used to find out C and kW. Means whatever we got here in the first step, that is D is equal to 16 mm, that we are using to get value of C and kW. So taking the new value of kW, the wire diameter is, we can find out by taking, initially kW is 1, but when D is equal to 16 mm, find out value of kW and put that value to get wire diameter. So initially now first we find out C is equal to, formula C is equal to capital D upon small d, and kW is equal to, what is formula of kW? Yes? Anyone? kW is equal to 4C minus 1. You need to revise the formula. 4C minus 1 upon 4C minus 4 plus, yes, anyone? 0.615 upon C. Means to find kW, we need to find out C. And how to find out C? Just from this formula. So get value of C and tell me value of C first. How much C is? Capital D is given to you and small d we just find out, that is 16 mm. How much capital D is? 85. D is 16. So tell me value of C. Yes. Value of C. And those who completed, you write your answers in chat box. I will check that. How many of you are solving? Yes. Value of C is. Just we need to divide by one term to other term. Should not take that much time.
5.31.
Yes, it is. So 5.3125 you can say. It is value of C. And once you get value of C, what will get? Value of kW. Then find out value of kW. How much it is? Put value of C in this equation. Get value of kW. How much? Yes. You can write answers in chat box also. Yes. Just put value of C in kW equation. 4C minus 1 upon 4C minus 4 plus 0.615 upon C. Simple equation. 1.28.
1.12.
12 not. Yes, how much others? It is 1.29. Is it so?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is 1.29. So it is well of KW. Okay. Now see, we get KW. Now can I find out actual diameter? Because first and second step we are doing on trial basis. So to get small d, what we can do, we can use again the formula of tau. That is tau is equal to the formula we already used. It is tau is equal to KW into formula is same 8 times W max into d upon pi d cube. Okay, let's put here values. KW is known to you, W max is already known, d is known, small d is known, get value of tau. Sorry, tau is known, we need to find out small d in this case because trace value is given to you. So get value of small d, which is your wire diameter. That is first design dimensions you are finding. Yes, get value of small d.
The 24.6.
24. Any other answer? It's not nearer to this. Tau is 265. W is known to you. KW is 1.29. Capital D is 85. W max is 4460. Then what is D? Small d, yes. I want answers. 16.74. Right, it is.
Yes, sir.
It is 16.75. So how much we can take now? Tell me. You have some standard dimensions are given to you. 16.75 is your actual answer. Approximately we can take it equal to, select nearer one. What will be the value? You check dimensions given to you. Standard diameters are given. Out of this, you have to select. So this one is a 17 mm, nearer to 16.75. Therefore, we can write here, it is equal to 17 mm. This is value of D. So your first answer is D is equal to 17 mm. So we find out wire diameter. Now you need to find out second. So what we can find out here? We can find out spring diameter, spring index, C. How to find spring index then now? Spring index C is equal to, and we need to check whether the design of spring is safe with this wire diameter. So how we can check it first? So let's say first find out C. So we need to check design safety. In the second step, as well as we need to find out C value. What is C? Okay. These two things we have to do now. So we know that C is equal to capital D upon small d. Both are known to you. It is 85 upon small d is how much? 17. So I'm saying it is 5. Now, if C is this, then we can find KW using the relation that is known to you, that is 4C minus 1. Because you can see here, in the initial case, how much C we took is 5.3125. Now we are taking is 5. So KW will change, and KW value is, just put in the formula and find out KW. We have to check for safety. Why we are doing this? Whatever we are finding with diameter, whatever diameter we are getting, is it right or wrong? Is it safe or not? So to check safety, we are doing this. We are again going to check stress. The stress limit is below the stress, then design is safe. So we have to find out KW. KW is how much now? Just find out it. Again, same formula, 4C minus 1 upon 4C minus 4 plus 0.615 upon C. Yes, anyone? How much Kw is new Kw?
1.31.
With C is equal to 5, value of Kw is? Is it 1.29?
1.31, sir.
1.7? 1.31, yes. Okay, it is 1.31. Yes. So develop Kw next, and from this find out value of tau. The formula I'm not writing now again. It is same formula, that is Kw into 8W max d upon pi d cube. Check value of tau and check whether it is below the limit or not. What you given? So find out value of tau. How much it is? Tell me. Formula is same. Yes. What is value of tau in this case? Formula is known to you. Kw is 1.305 or 31 into 8 F max of d upon pi d cube. Yes. Solid. Check value of tau. Anyone?
257.40.
Okay, it is right. 257.5 Newton per mm square. Now tell me whether this value is less than or greater than tau permissible. How much permissible value is? 265. You can write here as it is less than 265. That is permissible value. Newton per mm square. Hence, our design is safe. So you can write here as tau actual is less than tau permissible. Hence, design of spring with wire diameter d is equal to how much? 17 mm is safe. I'm writing directly here. Hence, design is safe. But we need to understand which design is safe. Hence, design is safe. Now, hence, value of C is, so final dimensions are from these two steps. What we design is, we find out two dimensions. One is small d is equal to 17 mm and C is equal to how much? 5. So these are the two dimensions we find out based on procedure till now. Okay. Now, next step is to find out number of turns in the coil, number of active coils we have to find out. That is number of turns, number of coils we have to find out. For this, which formula you can use? Tell me. To find out number of turns or coils, we can say. So we need to find out number of active coils. Yes. We have only one formula, remember. First one is stress formula, second one is K formula. So K is equal to anyone formula stiffness GD upon 8 C cube N. Now in this case, K is known to you, G is given to you, D is just known to you, C also known. Can we find out N? Yes, we can find out easily N. Tell me value of N in this case. Put values and get value of N. Everyone. Get value of N. Yes, value of N. Why are you taking that much time? It should not take this much time. Yes.
20.67.
Yes, it is. So N is equal to 20.7 tons. We are measuring it in tons. Number of tons we are finding. This is value of N. Now, depends upon square ends. How the spring ends are, we can decide the number of active coils. But in order to find total number of coils, so we can find out here total number. In fourth step, we can find total number of coils. Total number of coils. And in theory, we discuss how this formula is varying based on type of ends. Total number of coils. Let's say notation we take here, it is N dash. It depends upon end, whether it is square and ground end, it is ground end, or only a simple end, plain end. Based on that, this formula varies. Assuming that generally we assume square and ground ends. So assuming that, you have to write here, I'm not writing here, but you need to understand. We assume here the ends of the springs are square and ground ends. So for square and ground ends, the N dash, that is total number of coils, is equal to N plus 2. That is equal to 22.7 tons. Okay, this is value of N dash, the total number of coils in a spring. Clear? Getting or not? It's very easy numerical. Like this, a simple numerical can ask. Just take first numerical to get better idea about this. Procedure is clear. Just we need to find what to do and what you are solving. So we have to design a helical spring. That means we need to select its wire diameter, spring diameter, wire diameter, mean coil diameter. It is given, and we need to find a spring index and number of tons. So for this, just we started with given data. Mean coil diameter was given, maximum load is given, K is given, stiffness is given, permissible stress is given, and modulus of rigidity is given. Thus we need to design a spring. For this, we use first stress equation. The permissible stress is equal to, we know this equation, but in this equation, Kw as well as D is unknown. So we assume as Kw was not known, then we assume Kw as 1, first for trial and error basis. Once we get Kw is equal to 1, we get value of D as 16 mm. Once we get D 16 mm, then based on this D, we find out C and Kw. And based on this C and Kw, we get tau value. Sorry, we get D value. So D is 17 mm. Now for this 17 mm, we check for safety. If it is safe, then design is okay. If not safe, again go for next iteration. But here it is safe, therefore no need to go for next iteration. So here we get C as 5 and D as 17 mm. So our design also, we check also for design. Our design is safe. And last, we find number of active coils based on stiffness formula. And finally, total number of coils that is based on the ground ends, square and ground ends, N dash is find out. So I think it is clear to all. What did we discuss till now? Numerical is clear? Yes or no? Is it clear or not? Any doubts? Any doubt in the numerical? At least say yes or no, so that I'll understand.
No, sir.
No doubt, sir.
Okay. See now, the most of the times problems on helical springs are same. That means same things we need to find out in addition to this. See what we find out: small d, capital D, N, N dash. In addition to this, sometimes maybe we need to find out free length or solid length. Okay, that is changed. So I'll take one numerical, similar type of numerical. Based on that, you can solve. So write down statement, please. Everyone, please write down statement. A safety valve of 60 mm diameter. Are you writing or not? I just write down given data. You have to write numerical. A safety valve of 60 mm diameter is to blow up at pressure of 1.2 MPa. At pressure of 1.2 MPa. It is held on its seat. It is held on its seat by closed coil helical spring. It is held on its seat by a closed coil helical spring. The maximum lift of the valve is 10 mm. Design a suitable compression spring. Design a suitable compression spring of spring index 5 and providing initial compression of 35 mm. Maximum shear stress in the material of wire is limited to 500 Newton per mm square. I repeat, maximum shear stress in the material of the wire is limited to 500 Newton per mm square. While modulus of rigidity of the spring material is 80,000 Newton per mm square. 80,000 Newton per mm square. Calculate first diameter of the spring wire. Second, mean coil diameter. Third, number of active turns. And fourth one, pitch of the coil. Okay, so this was numerical just given to you. I hope it is similar numerical. Now you have to tell me what is change in the first and this numerical. This was first numerical and second numerical I just dictated to you. Tell me what is the main change here. Anyone please tell me and observe and tell me. Which data is additional given, which data is not given. That is important. You should understand how the different numericals can be asked. Yes?
Initial compression delay.
Initial compression is given, which was not given in the first case. But which is that thing which was given in the last case but not given in this case? Which parameter was not given? Is not given. Yes. See, procedure is same. Procedure does not change. Procedure will remain same. But only difference is you need to check formulas and your basic parameters. So, can anyone tell me the given data? I'm writing it here. Is second numerical given data. Yes. A safety valve of 60 mm diameter. So it is given. Remember, diameter of the valve is given, not spring. So diameter of valve is equal to 60 mm. Next is to blow up at a pressure of 1.2 MPa. So maximum pressure is given. P max is equal to 1.2 Newton per mm square. Next, it is held by a closed coil spring. Then maximum lift of the valve is given. So delta 1 you can write. Maximum lift, or you can say, yes, delta 1, it is equal to 10 mm. Then suitable compression, okay. Okay, initial compression is 35 mm, okay. So delta O we can say, or initial delta I can write. Delta I is equal to, say O is equal to 35 mm. Spring index is 5. And maximum shear stress in the material is 500. So we can write tau max is equal to 500 Newton per mm square. And modulus of rigidity, that is G, is equal to 80 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per mm square. Okay, this was given data, and what we need to find out is we need to design a spring. So entire spring we have to design. And for this we need to solve. Now see what is main difference here. In the last case, the W value was given to you. You can check numerical. W was directly given, but there are some numericals where W is not given. Otherwise, entire numerical is same. Only difference is that in the last case, W was given directly. Here W is not given, but we need to find out W indirectly. How we can find out W now? For finding W, area of the wall is given. You can see diameter of the wall is given, pressure is given. So if pressure is known, area is known, can we find out force on the wall or force on the spring? Yes or no? So first step here in this problem is to find out maximum spring force. So remember, this numerical is different in that way only, otherwise everything is same. So to find out maximum spring force, if W is not given directly, we need to find out indirectly. Okay, we can write W max. Here it is, we need to find out this. And it is very simple. We know that any force is equal to pressure into area. So P max into area. How much P max is? 1.2 is given. Into area, find out area. Area is 5/4 into dV square. So just that area we have to put here, P max into area, we get value of W. Tell me value of W max. Where A is equal to, this A is equal to, we can write 5/4 into dV square. Yes, how much answer is? F max or W max, you can say. First step. Next numerical is very easy. It's just simple and same. Yes, how much value is? Anyone at least? Is it 3392.92? Nearer to this. So it is 3392.92. It is Newton. Okay. So it is value of first spring force. Then procedure is very easy. Just we need to find out wire diameter. For finding wire diameter, we need to use this formula. Tau is equal to Kw into, we know it is 8 into W max into D upon pi d cube, or you can write it into C upon pi d square. Then in this case, we get value of D. You have to find out this, okay? Once you get D, then capital D, as spring index is known to you, we can get capital D is equal to C into D. You have to find out these values. And after this, we can find out number of coils. So to find number of coils, the important thing here, in this case, delta max. So to find number of coils, I'm writing to find, because first two things are very easy, to find number of coils. What we assume here is total deflection, maximum deflection is equal to initial compression was there, that is delta O plus delta 1, and which is equal to 35 plus 10, that is 45 mm. So maximum deflection is 45 mm, and therefore we can find out spring rate K is equal to F max upon delta max. So you can say W max upon delta max. F or W both are same. Huh? Okay, so we get value of K from this, which is 75.4 Newton per mm, of course. And then we know formula of K, that is K is equal to GD upon 8 C cube N, and from this we get value of N, that is 11.7 tons. Finally, once you get this, next one is solid length. So LS is equal to, we know formula, N plus 2 times D, and it is 150.7 mm. Finally, get value of free length. So LF is equal to, formula. We can write directly as it is known to you, LS, that is solid length, plus maximum deflection, delta max, plus total clearance. We assume clearance is 15%. So it is 0.15 times delta max. So by putting all this value, we get value of LF. And finally, we can, along with this also, we can find out pitch of the coil. That is P is equal to find out pitch, we use formula LF is equal to pitch plus twice D. Okay. So just find out this all values. See, this numerical and last numerical is same. Only difference is that here we need to find out this W max directly or indirectly, as P max and A is given. Then from this formula we get D. Anyone got D value? Small d. Yes, anyone? अरे भेटले का डीचा आंसर भेटले का? It is 11 mm. Then get value of capital D. If D is 11 and capital D is 55, of course in mm. Then from this terms I already told you, solid length 150.7 and free length is, anyone at least tell me free length and last answer. Okay, I think you are not moved. LF free length is 202.45. And final LF, from this LF you get value of pitch, and pitch is equal to 15.42 mm. So just formula based numericals are there in the spring topic. I hope you understand these two numericals. Just practice this kind of numericals. In next lecture we'll take a numerical on double compression spring or double helical spring, and then we'll stop this unit. So any doubt in today's lecture regarding numericals we discussed today? Yes, any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. Write your roll number in chat box with division.